Alright, so I'm at a friend's house. Hey, what's up? And I put in my earplugs. We're gonna see how this goes. Say everybody.
Hey.
Hello everyone. We just moved out from the dorm. And I have this, and the music is very big. The music is very loud right now. And then say something to me.
Huh?
Speak.
Hi.
Use the music again. What?
Can you do welcome? Type in welcome to the.
What?
I want a different song.
Again.
Why?
Louder.
Welcome
Welcome
to
the
the club.
club. Yeah, so when I listen to this song, I can hear this guy talking.
Do you want to listen to another song? She put back your headphones on purpose.
What?
Put on your earplugs on purpose.
What?
Just because you don't like my music.
I don't like your music.
Just because you don't like my music doesn't mean you have to turn it into music therapy assignments.
What? I can't hear that. The music is very loud. But it's very good because I can't hear him singing. Okay. See you later. Bye bye.
Okay, hey everyone. So I just got done with my 3 hours of having hearing loss, and I had put cotton balls in my ears, and I forgot to do hourly check-ins. So I'm going to give you an overview of how I felt and what I went through. So my first hour was just practicing my flute, which was extremely difficult. More difficult than I had anticipated, because even though I had a tuner on my stand, I like to try to figure out if I'm in tune, sharp, flat, etc. by ear to help train my ear, and I could not. Everything was so muffled that it was so hard to hear anything. So I had to go just straight by my tuner, which felt kind of like defeating, because I couldn't do what I normally do or what everyone else in my flute studio does. And then I was playing my songs, and all of a sudden I heard my dog howling from the living room. So I must have been like, after I started playing a while, I must have gotten out of tune, because the only time he howls like that is whenever I'm so sharp and on the high register. And I was playing a high F above the staff, so I was apparently very out of tune for him.
She looks at the back page and she goes, "Is that Rizzato?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes,
Casual.
"Rizzato at our church?" And I'm like, "Yeah, his grandparents go to our church. Like, we've been known that he's from here."
We've been known.
And
Why
then
you acting brand new?
my dad, my brother knows Reed Southall. Like, they hang out and he'd go to Stillwater and stuff. And then my
Can
dad's
you
like,
hear me?
From?
80 tomorrow. I just don't want it. Everything will get bloomed out, and then we'll have some sort of hard freeze in April. That's what I don't want.
Cheryl, you want to ride?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. Aha!
And then my next hour, I went to Sonic and Walmart. And Sonic was really difficult because I kept telling them my order and I didn't know how loud I was talking. And then my order would show up, like one thing showed up wrong on the screen. And so I was trying to tell them what to fix and I couldn't hear what they were saying back to me. So I eventually just said yes. And I got the wrong drink and I just went with it because we were both so frustrated at that point because we couldn't understand each other apparently. At Walmart, it wasn't bad. The only thing that happened is one of my friends was yelling my name like down the aisle because I wasn't paying attention. And she just wanted to say hey. So she had to come closer to me to say hey. That wasn't terrible because I'm really bad at paying attention when people are calling my name anyways.
Just checking in. I still can't hear. I can only focus on one conversation at a time. And I'm really nosy. This is not good.
It sells croissant sandwich good. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I like. Do you like buffalo chicken or like chicken salad?
Yeah, kind of.
I like the buffalo.
I have a hearing disability.
How old is your grandma?
Huh?
How old is your grandma?
63, 4. I don't know. Maybe I can count later. I can count. She is born in 1944.
How do you know that?
How don't I know that? That's my grandma.
You don't know when your grandma's
Huh?
I don't know their birth year.
What?
No.
You don't know?
I don't know my grandma's birth year.
So it's 1944.
I
So
don't know
it's
their age.
so 1944.
I know I know that they're in their 70s and like one of them's in their 90s. That's about it. Oh, I actually know that.
So 1944.
1944?
Yeah.
I'm bad at math.
Hey, 1944.
Oh, I'm bad at math.
Oh yeah.
Not?
Oh, okay. I come by myself.
If we talk quietly, she can't hear us.
Says 76 or 75.
You're talking about like the dinosaurs? She's a dinosaur?
Huh?
So you're gonna marry a dinosaur?
Hey, you need to.
Huh?
You're a dinosaur?
Huh? What? Me?
Have you seen a dinosaur?
No. What dinosaur?
Like a turtle?
Huh?
Like a turtle?
Turtle? No, it's not turtle.
Some of them.
Some of them are
I really can hear you.
Huh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, Christian's gonna steal away your grandma.
Oh, okay.
No.
Because she can speak the Japanese.
Huh?
She can Japanese.
You louder.
That is terrible. It makes no sense.
Louder.
Nah.
The next part of my day was just driving back to my house, and I couldn't really listen to my music because even though it was playing at a pretty loud volume, it just didn't sound like it usually does. So it wasn't just the same, it felt different. And then I came home and I was eating dinner with my parents like every other night, and we had the TV playing, and then they were trying to talk to me. And there were so many sounds happening at one time that it was so hard to focus on just them talking and trying to figure out what they were saying. And they got so tired of me saying, huh, like a million times. And yeah, so that was my experience with it. Now, how I think other people feel living with it, if it was just like a hearing, like muffled hearing, not complete hearing loss, I think that they just get used to like asking people to speak up because they can't hear them, or used to being closer in proximity to people. But if you had complete hearing loss, that would make your life so much more difficult because you rely a lot on your hearing throughout a day's time. So my heart goes out to anyone who has any sort of hearing loss, even if it's just for a short time, because when you have a cold, sometimes you get earaches and you have hearing loss, and it's awful, but having it for your whole entire life could be even worse. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you for listening.
When I did the assignment, I took ear mufflers and put them in, so it didn't completely take away my hearing, but it took away the majority of it. I definitely asked what more than normal. I asked what a lot already, so it was just a lot now. But I started out the morning, started out getting ready. It wasn't that much different. I usually listen to music while I'm getting ready for the day. And even with my phone all the way up, I could still barely hear it. So like that was all that was really different then. And then I tried to practice. I videotaped it because I thought it was going fairly well for me not having much ear, and I listened to it just now. There were no dynamics. It was just loud all the time. That was really bad. I had my friend come over so I could have, because with social distancing, I haven't really had a chance to like figure out when to do anything because everyone that I live with is all considered essential. So no one's really like staying home and I'm not really around anybody all day. But my best friend came over and we kept trying to have a conversation and I just said, what? Every time she said something, or I'd only hear half of what she said, so she'd repeat the whole thing. When I asked her what she would have done had I been this hard at hearing all the time, and she said that she didn't really think it would make a difference because I am already hard at hearing, but because I would just message her anyway, like she doesn't have a choice but to be my best friend. Okay, so driving home from a friend's house. We had a really good time, it was really fun. The only thing that I would do at home would be like folding laundry or whatever, maybe get a fountain drink or something. So let's give this a shot.
Anything else?
No, ma'am?
Are you sure you don't need no chocolate, no spicy chips?
I'm sure. I have some ice cream at home, so
Okay.
yeah.
184. What kind of ice cream?
It's Batman ice cream. It's
Oh.
dark chocolate night.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw that and I wanted to get it, but I didn't.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really tasty. Right, thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. I didn't have any issues. She did have a conversation. I have an uncle who has a speech impairment. Whenever he did talk, it was very quiet. I almost went 3 months with total hearing loss in my left ear. They fixed it though, which was really cool. I'm really glad. I still have problems with it sometimes. My left ear is my bad ear, if I hear me say. I can hear myself really well, which I feel like people with an actual hearing loss, like drum damage, would be able to hear, because it just feels like allergy stuffy. While I was at my friend's house, I couldn't record this because it was on my phone, I got a phone call saying that my job was closed for the next 2 weeks because of the coronavirus. So this whole thing is crazy, and I should not have waited. I should have done this like 3 weeks ago. Just nothing felt like the right time. Still got my earplugs in, I haven't taken them out. I feel like this is an issue that I've had to deal with before. It's not like an ongoing issue, but I do have sinus pressure that messes with my ears often, which is a hearing issue. So I didn't have any issues. Every once in a while I said heck because I couldn't hear. I feel like I've learned intent listening, and maybe just generally I only half listen, which is why it didn't really affect me. I feel like if I was in a restaurant, it would have been a lot harder, or even with somebody that talked fast, or if I was with a bigger group of people, which it would have been a lot more difficult. And I guess I could have gone through a Zoom lecture or something without my headphones or the volume turned way down. And I think me being aware really helped. I was having a lazy day or something, it would have been really different.